Assalamualaikum to Dr. Hasanuddin. I wish you have a great day. First of all, let me introduce about myself. My name is Syazah Husna binti Muhammad Siddiq. My metric number is A20A1945. I am from class AFT1023, Fundamental of Management Group L4. So, I would like to represent my first assignment about the management principles implement at Loop Holding Sdn Bhd. Let me move to question number 1. What is management? And explain about the 4 management functions in the T-Life companies. Management can be defined as the process of administering and controlling an organization's affairs regardless of its nature, type, structure, or size. It is the act of creating and maintaining a business environment in which members of the organization can collaborate and achieve business objectives in an efficient and effective manner. Management serves as a guide for a group of people working in an organization, coordinating their effort toward a common goal. The first management function is planning. Planning entails defining organizational performance goals and determining what actions and resources are required to achieve those goals. In this company, it establishes a global distribution network for increasing the number of available work opportunities to continue expand their local market, by recruit more employees in order to launch new and more outlets, and make the products available through various e-commerce networks during MCO. Second is organizing. Organizing entails delegating authority and responsibility to various departments, allocating resources throughout the organization, and defining how groups and individuals will coordinate their activities. Loop Holding was concentrated on curating new improvement, domestic growth, and collaboration with food brands and campaigns, then give the company negotiation power with its suppliers, such create a new flavor and merge it with a university program while still implementing it in another country, and create an enterprise that is a good enough. The third is leading. Managers must also lead by communicating goals throughout the organization, encouraging high performance, and fostering commitment to a common vision. In this company, a new leader with each new role must be created, who is often handpicked internally, such as guide for developing in training programs. Then community of forward-thinking individuals as leading to be the ability to complete tasks with minimal resources and bridging the gap between the old and the modern. Fourth is controlling. Controlling is the process of monitoring activities, measuring performance, comparing results to goals, and making necessary change and corrections. It provides data that helps to keep the corporate goals and trends. During MCO, Loop Holding will controlling an ergonomic and aesthetic improvement to its outlet and monitoring the economies of scale developed over time with local and international expansion to ensure the qualities that make a good entrepreneur as foremost visionary. Then enhance the brand's reputation personally and through its voice in order to increase relevance and equity, and also focusing on consumers' needs and desires in the current situation. Question 2. Who is the top manager at Loop Holding Sdn Bhd, and explain 10 roles top manager perform in organization. The top manager is Brian Lu Woi Lee, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Loop Holding Sdn Bhd. Brian made a name for himself in the local food and beverage industry. Loop Holding Sdn Bhd was formed as a result. Brian's hard work and dedication were, of course, did not go unnoticed. The first role top manager perform in organization is figurehead, which is Brian interpersonal by focusing on humanizing the business model for delving deeply into each market, then using a different approach for each market and use cutting-edge technologies to be an internal factor. Second is leader. Brian interpersonal in consumer empowerment in various markets by notifying all potential candidates and training a person with no prior food and beverage experience to build the core and span a fantastic idea by team, and mind wiring and wising for ways to change models, for ways to make your every sip and bite better than the last. The third is liaison. Interpersonal in collaboration with food brands, which is partnering with Nairo Ceramic Creative Lab Sdn Bhd, a local partner in Vietnam, and form a joint venture with 2 Chinese firms for ensuring that their employees' well-being is covered at the same time. The fourth rule is monitor. This information is making ergonomic improvement and architectural enhancement to its outlet during MCO. The company spent about 6 months establishing the business during the move from chat time to tea life. This format was chosen by the company in order to impress customers and build a global brand. The fifth is disseminator. Information is constructing a worldwide integrated loyalty and incentive network by establishing a global research and development hub for creating new products to capitalize on shift in health patterns and informs the consumer about which collaboration company will provide discount for them. The sixth is spokesperson. Spread information about distribute the product across the most trending channels in e-commerce to enhance new product on the domestic expansion. Then partnership also spread information to reveal its new look and feel for its stores. Seventh rules is negotiator. Make decision with King Corp, the country's largest fast-moving consumer goods firm, as their local partner in Vietnam. Then they literally have the ability to give the company enormous bargaining power. The eighth is resources allocator. Make decision for guiding a training programs, use the business model, and they simplified their training module to make it shorter but still interesting. They also strive for an open and enjoyable working atmosphere with value ideas and innovation to encourage entrepreneurial spirit and offer a global learning experience. 9 is disturbance handler. By making decision begin with preparing their regional expansion after 4 months of stabilizing the company. Brian chose Southeast Asia to expand their product to Vietnam is now on demand. But the Philippines was not selected due to logistic issues. And Indonesia also not selected due to import raw materials from Indonesia would be difficult. And the last rule is entrepreneur. By making as a community of forward-thinking, enthusiastic food and beverage entrepreneurs with F&B industry experience and expertise, then the organization has a clear mandate to move leaders' mindsets to global perspective for building a company goal. Question number 3. Why innovation is important to CEO Brian Lou's job and explains how technology changed the manager works today? The reason is for responding to competition and trends. Innovation will help you see what opportunities exist now and which ones will possibly appear in the near future. Brian's will be respond on customer feedback as their goal is to add international favorites for adjusting their new business model to reflect the new reality. Then, they will be reducing less profitable channels by concentrating and strive to recreate a positive customer experience. Then, continuous improvement also important in innovation. When you make continuous change, repackaging and rebranding, you give the company long-term viability. Brians are fully devoted to the development of new drink flavors, both international and domestic. Tea Life has also created new flavors to complement its current line of drinks such as the Durian King Smoothie, which sold out in just 2 weeks. Then they have since launched Vietnamese coffee into their Malaysian outlets as well as beverage as a result of their collaboration with Horlicks. An improved product as Frog Bang, which is becoming increasingly common in Taiwan, and they believe it will work well in the Malaysian market. Moreover, it's also important having a differentiating factor. In general, customers would see innovation as something that adds value to goods or a business. Brian will be innovate by manufacturing DIY bubble tea kits and DIY home kits respectively. They also used to be very focused on domestic expansion, but in the future, the majority of their investment will be allocated to local and international expansion. One piece of advice they have for brands that are struggling to add revenue sources or evolve their products. The way technology has altered the manager's position, as today's employees can operate at their own speed and from almost any place. Workers can perform their tasks quickly and easily even when on vacation because technology such as laptop computers allows managers and employees to communicate. Then, both organizations will be impacted by technological change. Change in basic management roles will be necessitated by technological advancement. Management will be held more accountable for organizational performance, putting a greater focus on planning, decision-making, control, and teamwork. By the way, with today's technology, managers will be able to better devise plans, make faster decisions, clearly define the tasks that workers must perform, and monitor job activities. In essence, information technology has enhanced a manager's ability and productivity in executing the four primary tasks associated with a manager's job. Thank you.